The Earbuds Podcast, presented by Headliner Music Club.
I always say welcome. I don't want to say welcome. I'm trying to say something else.
Welcome to the Earbuds Podcast.
I know, but I'm trying to think of a different word besides welcome.
Earbuds Podcast.
That's what, is that what I sound like? Is that what you guys are trying to say right now?
Definitely sound like, welcome to the Earbuds Podcast.
Something like that. All right. Well, you just did the intro for us. It's the Earbuds Podcast, presented by Headliner Music Club. Thank you, Neil, for taking my job on that. I'm like self-conscious of anything I say. But
you good, dog.
Episode number 26. Wow. And we have an amazing guest from New York City with us, Rick Wonder.
What's up, guys?
HMC's very own, baby.
I've listened to all 25 past episodes, by the way.
Damn,
Dude,
I did.
You know what? The messed up part is that you've been contributing to, Headliner Music Club for some good time now. And you're the first. This is the first time you're on the actual podcast. So
Yeah.
this has been a long time coming, man. We're so excited to have you here.
Rick Wonder edits and remixes are getting played worldwide. You know, it's just
Yeah,
On the daily.
This guy's a celebrity. He's in our
Thanks you
presence.
guys for putting me on.
Yeah, for sure. Why don't you let everybody know who you are in case they're not aware?
Rick Wonder, DJ, producer, and HMC editor based in New York.
oh shit! I thought Hoboken.
Is that why you brought that?
See, he just left. You upset our guest.
No, I love Hoboken, dog.
I love Hoboken.
the one in the West End right there across the river. I've stayed there before. It's nice.
Shout out Birch. I played in Hoboken like 2 weeks ago. And it was
Nice.
really
See,
I was
there you
just there
go.
too.
Oh, Hoboken is lit.
Yeah,
Big shout out to Cream and Timo.
that's right.
Wow, the homies.
We'll get more into Hoboken and all the New York boroughs and New Jersey areas coming up with Rick's segment. So make sure you stay tuned for
Draw
that.
you a map. Draw you a map. of the boroughs.
Show us, where are you? Where are you exactly? We also have our Music Minute coming up. Of course, the charts, throwback and throw out hits from 17 years ago.
Nice.
Some people may not have been born when that happened. I mean, who knows? We'll update everybody on what to play and what not to play. Deep digs, what's the scenario, quick fire, your edit submissions, and of course 10 questions with Rick.
Yay.
So we have all that on the way. Make sure you guys stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Big shout outs to DJ Unique. He left an Apple review, so thank you for that. It was a 4 or 5 star, whatever the highest is. So thank you for leaving that. Anyone who leaves a review,
Shout out
North
to you.
Carolina.
please leave a review. It helps the show. It helps everyone. Helps our self-esteem too. Also, DJ Stump 3, NVS AO Nova, and DJ 80M and James Wang.
Oh shit, James
That was a
Wang.
curve. You wouldn't. You thought I wasn't going to do it, but James doesn't get a shout out.
Nice.
We need to
Nice.
get like a 5th panel and just put like a cutout of him.
Well, just get one in your room and just put it right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
The
right here.
cardboard thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't he live? He lives in your building, or like he's like next. He's close
Yeah,
to
he
you, right?
lives on the other side of the complex.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just have James come by one day so people can meet him. All right. Who else has got shout outs? 5, Neil. Who wants to take that?
I got a shout out for Just Wonder from San Jose. We're out there playing Halloween weekend. Joe O'Connor, always shout out to Big Joe in
Big
Boston.
Joe.
Boston.
Joe, Junil, and Raul in Miami. I just hung out with them this weekend when I did 11. And Brian V, because we just had I was blacked out and and Brian V just came to mind. That's my dog.
Okay.
I was just in Seattle, so I want to give a shout out to the Vice nightclub guys.
Oh, yeah.
Guy and Barry. That club is popping, like popping. And Cream and Timo over at Birch,
Yes.
Hoboken. Rick, that where you're from, right?
Oh yeah,
Just
born and raised
kidding.
Hoboken.
Wait, I brought up Hoboken, but like I had no idea you guys were about to shout out Hoboken. It just randomly.
Rick both played at Birch
2 weeks ago. Yeah,
That's so random.
We were both
I totally
there,
forgot
so-
I played there 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Case is out there too. He was just out
shit.
there.
I wanted to ask, is Seattle, what I played in Seattle one time. How is it? Because they told me like when I was out there, man, that was like 2018, 2019. They were like, clubs are not really massive out here. It's more like live music and stuff. Has it changed or is it?
I mean, I don't know if you saw the video that I posted. That
I
shit
did. And I was like, where was that?
Yeah,
where was that? 8 years ago.
That was this past Saturday.
Wait, I got a random Seattle question. Since all three of you have played, I've never played. Do you guys go to original Starbucks or no? Because I've been dying to go to Seattle just to go to the original one. I mean, we're all coffee guys here, right? You've been to the original one? Is that like a thing?
Go there.
Or not?
I've been, yeah, and at the what's it called? What's the spot called? At the pier?
Pike Place.
Yeah, the original.
That's like
one
the
at Pike.
original Starbucks in like the whole
Yeah, I
country,
bought
right?
like a cup there, and then I remember I broke it in the room. I got back
Out of
so,
anger. Like,
No, I just fucking dropped it. I'm like, fuck.
no.
There was a burger spot out there too, right? Like a really, I'm trying to think.
Is it Woody's?
Something. There's like it's like a walk up window, and there was a line like 6 blocks long. It looks like it's from the 50s.
Is
or
it the
something.
Bikini Burger place? Oh no, that's the coffee place. That's the.
Well, they
Bikini
have
place.
a top.
That's in Arizona.
They have a lot of.
That's in
they have a
Arizona.
lot. They have a lot of topless coffee shops there.
What?
Apparently.
Like dudes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, man, it's 2025. I'm sure that there is a male topless coffee shop there.
I'll open one of those.
What
Right.
if
You were that
lattes?
on Twitch doing pour overs.
Yeah. Now I do latte art on TikTok.
Topless or with top?
I'm definitely topless behind the camera for sure. You just can't see it.
But to answer your question, Rick, I've not been there. There's like too many coffee shops out, like third wave coffee shops out there. So I just didn't.
But
want
you have to go for like, you know, the vibes. Like it's Starbucks. It's like
That's what I'm saying.
I fuck with Starbucks though. I'm not like I'm a coffee snob, but I know like if I need some energy real quick, I'll go to Starbucks and just do a cold.
Oh
brew,
yeah,
you know, or the pink drink.
The pink drink.
The pink drink.
So good.
Is it?
I'll go anywhere but Dunkin'.
Oh, I love Dunkin'.
I don't understand why everybody makes a big deal about Dunkin's coffee. It's the
cups are too
worst.
I don't have any
Jersey's
self-control.
like,
when the cups
this is
are
a
so
music
big.
podcast, guys.
I don't even drink coffee. I'm like, man, yeah. So, all right, let's just keep things moving here.
Before we
Because
started,
I don't know.
go
Yeah, I
off
don't
the
know where
rails,
we're
go
going.
off the
Everyone's
rails.
going to be a barista at the end of this episode. I don't know what's happening right now. All right, 5. You were just in. Was it Miami?
I was at
Did you do
11 Miami, first time back since like pre-COVID. I haven't been back in a long time, and it hasn't changed, man. It's just crazy. That's all I can say.
awesome.
And
Way to
everything
paint that
worked.
picture
I played
for us.
like because I know like before everyone was like, oh, it's a big room, you know, big room vibes, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I played Tech House, big room, a lot of Rick Wonder edits because it works in that room. I played Maui Wowie. That's a big song. Sugar on My Tongue was big out like in that room, and you know, went up and
How
down.
do the dancers dance to? I never understood that because, like, you know, like for the most part, strip club music, and then you have like Miami. You know, you have 11, which is like some pretty much a nightclub first. But I always
mean,
wondered,
it's
like,
a sight
the
to see when you like
get-
when you
they
see
get like
yeah.
confused. It's just like, what the hell?
Well, when you say like I play like Since You've Been Gone, and the other guy's getting a lap dance to it. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Since You've Been Gone.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Could you imagine like the strip club regular who's in there and he's like, what the Kelly Clarkson? He's like,
Scenario.
yeah, like, I don't know, whatever.
No, I didn't play Kelly Clarkson, but yeah.
Neil, where have you been and what you been up to?
Well, I was in Seattle and I played there. That was awesome. Really big genre is Bay Area stuff, Bay Area hip hop. They're really big on that. Yeah.
Did you drop that Kari record?
I did drop the Kari record. and they went off, and they also went off to Rick Wonder edits.
I think it's like
Rick Wonder was heavy in that room.
I think it's like Bay Area music, like hip hop, and then like EDM. It's like the two genres.
You're just going in those directions, and you could do.
I was going to ask: is it music? Is it like more hip hop, more EDM, more house music?
It was more hip hop. It was definitely more hip hop, but you could break it up in pockets of EDM. Like you're really just firing off like 3 songs here, three of one genre, 3 of another, and you're just like jumping around. But
that's fun.
When you play EDM there, you will definitely know that it works. But hip hop definitely holds that room.
Nice.
So big shout out to Arcade for loading me with that Bay Area stuff, the new stuff.
Shout out to Doug.
So, is that his name?
Is that his name?
Doug?
Nah.
I'm texting him right now. Hey, Doug.
We're just giving people random names.
I just call him Doug.
Hey, shout out to Doug. I was in Boston with Joe O'Connor, so shout out to Joe again. That was last weekend. That was a lot of fun. And what else? I was in Arizona this past week. And those college kids are I play at a place called Neon Spur, and it's like really more college. It's in Tempe, so like everything that we talk about, I'm like, all right, let me try this golden record out here, see if these kids know it. So it's just like it's my little incubator, just kind of like, hey, can we let's test this out and let it simmer for a little. Oh, it's working now. So like I kind of test all my records out there, like things that we've talked about or like throwbacks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a good gauge on what's really working. And then like all the requests that come up. And here's another thing too. I'm not sure if you guys play for college kids or just the younger demographic, but
all the time,
dude, I like Snapchat is the biggest shit. Like, they don't even. I barely. They'll be like, hey, what's your handle or whatever, but they never like Instagram is not really as big.
TikTok or Snapchat for them.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm not sure if you guys noticed that, but
no, it's crazy how like Snapchat like runs their culture.
Yeah.
Well, just you guys maybe want to start putting more content out on Snapchat. Rick, what you been up to, dude?
I played the Jersey show on Friday at Porta. Shout out to guys at Porta and Class Kills. Yeah, that was fun. That was college kids, same thing. Yeah. Tested out that Haven.
I thought the Jersey Shore closes down like in the winters.
Porta is like the only one. It's in Asbury Park, and it actually gets busier for some reason. Like the college kids go there and party in the off season. That becomes like the place to go for like their college season. And then Saturday I was in Delray. Shout out Bounce and Cole and the whole crew.
What up, Cole?
Cole, dog. Damn, missed that guy.
Yeah. And then this weekend coming up, I'm actually playing in Arizona for the first time. Nice. Barstool on Saturday.
I'm out there too. Why don't you hit me?
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'll be in Arizona again this weekend. So
BBLU. Bad bitches link up.
Yeah,
we will not be. Yeah, okay. That's
bad bitches.
You guys leave that here. Yeah. We're the bad bitches apparently.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go over to the music minute. This is the time where we are just going to run through the top music headlines for the month. And this was all compiled by me. So if something sounds a little off, I'm sorry, but these are articles that I pulled. And Neil, do you want to get the timer going here?
Oh, yep. Coming right up.
All right, I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can, but also...
Are you reading a side note too?
No, I'm not going to read the side note. There was a side note on here just in case somebody has a question.
I realized that.
All right, I gotta make sure I don't delete I'm doing laundry too, so I have 2 times.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want to interrupt your laundry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no. I got it. I'm ready.
All right, count me down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Tech house cools, club tempo rises. Clubs are moving toward faster 130 to 140 BPM sets. Melodic house and trance influence builds are creeping into peak hours again. Number 2, Hip hop edits are booming again. Short, punchy DJ edits from classics from 2010s rap are taking off on TikTok and in clubs. Latin influence stays heavy in the crossover rooms. I cannot pronounce these words. The Latin tech house remixes are showing up in mixed formats and sets nationwide. DJs are pushing more originals mid-set. Instead of saving originals for intros or closers, artists are sliding their records in the middle of the night where the crowd is already locked in for better reactions and better streaming bumps.
15.
Discovery shifts towards TikTok and Apple City charts. Instead of Billboard alone, DJs are watching TikTok trends and also Apple Music
5.
City charts, which hits locally in Chicago,
3.
LA, and NYC. Lists are driving real set choices. I thought. Okay.
You missed it, bud.
Did you just have that on your phone, or were you just like waiting for like?
I had it on the phone, ready. No, you had it.
It was pretty close. I had a little stumble at the end, but the Apple Music City charts was the one that was it said that basically a lot of the movement comes from Chicago, LA, New York, which kind of makes sense. And this was the side note that I was, in case anyone was like, why are you only picking those 3 cities? And that just so happens to be the podcast. Well, that was one of the reasons why we did the podcast, but also the city charts in those cities have the widest movement than the other ones. New York is a major hip hop, dance, and Caribbean influence market. Songs break there early because of the diversity in that market. LA is massive pop influence, strong Latin presence. So that's why, and a lot of TikTok creators are in LA. So you see a lot of spillover there. So that's another reason why Los Angeles and Chicago is a hybrid market with hip hop, dance, and Midwest pop and house roots. So when something hits there, it's usually has like real crowd potential. So if anyone was ever questioning why it's like, man, why do you guys only do these cities or whatever? It's like, well, that's kind of what it comes down to. I mean, other cities make a big difference too, but I think the most influential in terms of these charts is what it's kind of saying. So do you guys have any questions on any of that news that I broke in that 60-second wrap up?
Yeah, wait. So when you're saying the Apple City music charts, are you looking at Atlanta at all? Because I'm actually that's where I get a lot of my hip hop from.
No, I think it's basically saying, for the most part, like mainstream stuff, like, you know, so you're looking at the Billboard top charts, or you're like, hey, how did that song blow up, or why are they on SNL or stuff like that, you know, doing performances. The markets that really move the most for, you know, for that music or in general is New York, LA, and Chicago, but not saying like Atlanta is a huge influence, obviously, but it may not necessarily directly influence the charts and what's moving. You get what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
those are the 3 biggest because of their size and diversity.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything kind of falls.
So well, pop and, you know, hip hop too, but on the commercial side. So that's why it's kind of like, you're not understanding this at all. I can just see your face. This is
no. I'm
Anyway, whatever. Neil, why don't you explain to us the Grammy nominations, since you wanted to cover that topic so badly in our group chat?
Just to be clear, I was like, you know, that this is actually something that came out that was like kind of sparking a little bit of not controversy, but just more conversation on like, are some of these, like, I don't understand why Abracadabra is on here as I believe it's Song of the Year.
She's pretty big.
Abracadabra was, I mean, I never got a request for Abracadabra.
I played it
it's probably a big song, but in the clubs, it didn't really do much. Golden's on here. Luther's on here, which is weird because that was released in 2024. And Anxiety, wasn't Anxiety 2024 too?
Was it like the tail end of?
Yeah, but
like
there's a cutoff when they do
There's a
these
cutoff?
things. Yeah, so
Okay.
some of the if those songs came out in like December or November of last year. I don't know when the Grammy cutoff is, but I think it's probably, since they announced the Grammys on November 7th, or like the nominees, the cutoff must be in October or something of the previous year. So
because if you have a hit now, right? Like if you release a song now and it becomes a hit, it's not going to count for this year. It'll be for next year.
Makes sense.
So in the rap category, Travis Scott was on it, or not Travis Scott, Playboi Carti was not nominated at all. Kendrick is. Tyler the Creator is, and like Tyler the Creator and well, anyway, I was just saying that maybe it's something that we should talk about because some of these records are.
Well, here I got some notes here.
Surprising.
Kendrick Lamar leads the pack with 9 nominations, topping this year's list. Close behind is Lady Gaga, Bad Bunny, and what else do we have? The ceremony is February 1st at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. So if you guys have any questions or want to tune in, see, that's the thing. The award shows in 2026. Your nominees come out in 2025, but some of these songs are from 2024. So it does get a little confusing.
Yeah.
And then Leon Thomas, Mutt. I mean, dope song and dope artist, but he's nominated, which is random. And Summer Walker. Summer Walker is also nominated.
Summer Walker, not Summer Rae. Okay.
Huge fan of Summer Walker. Huge fan.
I saw her at the mall one time. She's cool.
Yeah,
Seems
Summer
like a nice
Walker's
lady.
dominating our charts as far as Atlanta and New York. She's got the top 3 spots.
No, she's got the R&B girl who's like,
Yeah.
Popping.
Well, speaking of charts, let's go to charts real quick.
Ooh.
HMC. That was a good one, right? That was a good seg?
Yeah, that was actually one of the
Great
cleanest
segment.
segues you've ever had.
Why don't you clip that one? Yeah. I'll repost it. All right, let's go over the top charts right here. HMC, Kid Cudi, Maui Wowie. You guys play that record?
Yes.
Alex?
At 11.
Does it go off?
Yeah. I played it in LA at Keys. I played at Boston. I played Miami.
Does it go?
San
Did it go
Jose?
over well in Boston?
It goes
I feel like that's a
over well.
West. I feel like that's such a
No,
West
it's
Coast
not,
record.
definitely not a West Coast record. If you see college kids anywhere in the crowd or just they seem younger, you can drop any of these records.
Yeah, Maui Wowie. I mean, they're.
I mean, you
all
gotta get out of it.
iTunes.
Like I don't let the whole song play, but
You just play the hook. You play a verse
I
too.
play like parts where he goes like,
Hey,
miss
look.
song. Hey, what up,
Cole?
dog?
Hey,
What up, Cole?
Yeah.
Your ears were ringing.
You're live on the pod.
And he's out. He's out.
And he's
All
out,
right.
and that's it.
He's like, fuck you guys. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
There's
So,
a shout out guest of the week.
yeah, that was
Hey,
a
James
surprise
needs
guess.
to do that. Like that's some shit James would do behind fucking Neil.
Wait, what?
Hey yo.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have me on. I pull a special guest.
Wait a second.
Hey,
All
now.
right, number 2 is Disco Lines, Cocaine Inside My Blunts.
I don't like it.
I think it works.
Like,
Damn.
It works for
No. Let me say. I think it works great in a Disco Lines show with
Right.
like
It works for
10,000
Disco
people on a
Lines.
screen.
Yeah.
If I play that next weekend in Atlantic City, everyone's gonna stop and go, "What?" I feel like it won't.
All
hit.
right, I got a question for you, Rick.
Anyway.
You're notorious for taking you'll pull an acapella or you'll pull just the instrumental. Would you do an edit for that? Is there any part of that song that you're like, hey, I like the vocals or I like the instrumental that you would do an edit for and make that song work?
That's a pass for me. I gotta like the song.
Wow, so the whole thing is trash for you.
Next week,
it's just
Disco
not
Lines
for me.
will not be on this chart.
No, it's not that. No, I like some of his other stuff. That one's just not for me. I just in the house sets, like I couldn't.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, just so you know, Disco Lines is a huge listener to this podcast.
I mean, like,
and he's
so-
probably upset.
The other ones, the other
yeah,
Disco
yeah.
Line stuff I like.
Oh, now, yeah. Digging himself out of the grave.
Diet
right now.
Coke. I mean, it's not Disco Lines, but your Diet Coke edit kind of like goes along the same lines as Cocaine.
Yeah, no, I like that. I don't know.
But I know what you're saying. Like that's like he was like promoting it, posting it so hard that like I'm like, this is like a for you, like made for Disco Lines.
Yeah,
Like,
I
no
feel
one
like I'm
else.
playing his intro. I feel like I'm playing another DJ's intro when I play
Speaking
that
of Diet
song.
Coke, I played it
And
on the show last night, so it should be airing tonight.
that's-
That Diet Coke devil edit.
This Disco Lines, yeah, it's number 2 on the HMC chart. So whatever you guys are saying, people really like it.
Just so you guys know.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. All right. Big Sean, Pusha T, Fred Again, Mercy, the McFerrin Victory Lap edit, as mentioned on the Earbuds podcast. So we actually did something right, and it's number 3. So
Good job, guys.
All right.
I think I don't want to say too much, but I'm pretty sure I was the one that picked that one last month. But it's okay.
Yeah, you might be right. I didn't pick it.
James could pull it up. James, just do a rewind real quick. And we're back. See, I told you it was my pick.
Did you really just set that up for a clip? I'm not clipping that. We're going to leave that as is. So everybody's like, what the fuck is he talking about?
All right. But if he does do the edit correctly, it's going to look really good. All right. Soulja Boy, Crank That, Everlake, and Roos remix, number 4, and Drake and Sexy Red, Rich Baby Daddy side piece edit is number 5. Those are your top 5 edits on HMC. Rick, you're in there. You're top 10, but it's a little bit further down. I don't want to go too
We
deep.
also made it in number climbing. 15 too.
What'd you say?
We also made it in number 15 too.
Yeah.
We're a little influential, I'd like to think.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, cool. People are listening. All right. Billboard Top 10. Fate of Ophelia is number 1 with Taylor Swift. That's not surprising. She's crushing it. Golden, number 2, Demon Hunters. Ordinary, Alex Warren, number 3. Opalite, Taylor Swift, number 4. Olivia Dean is number 5. I love that record. Man, I Need. That is moving up. Justin Bieber, Daisies. Folded, Kehlani. Leon Thomas, Mutt. Morgan Wallen, I Got Better. And Michael Jackson, Thriller. That's a random one, but it's in there. It's probably, I don't know. It's way past Halloween. No, this is, I pulled this a few days ago, so I don't know why that's maybe. Oh, the trailer for his new documentary, maybe.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe that could have. I mean, I don't know. Neil, just go with it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. TikTok. This is I'm fucked here. All right. Bandana Machos Quinciera is that's I don't know.
Bandana Banda Machos.
Bondo Manchos.
Oh no.
All right. It's
this is clipped.
Dude, my hands are sweating here just reading this. All right. Quinciera, Latin-driven record that's moving fast on TikTok. I'm not sure if you guys are playing it. Labyrinth Forever, emotional hook that's trending in edits. It's very emotional. A song called Triple S by YNJ. Have you heard that? No? Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License. Not sure why that's number 4. Gypsy Kings, Bamboleo. Is that's an old song that's
awesome,
but it's coming back some reason and it's trending. Ed Sheeran, Afterglow, and Ice Spice, In My Hood, or In Ha Mood. Sorry, wrong one.
In Ha Mood is big again.
It's trending.
I mean, it's all like
mood.
The little clips with like whatever they're doing, like I don't know. So
dances, making coffee. All right, Apple Music City Charts, New York City, Part of Me, a Boogie with a Hoodie. You guys playing that, Part of Me?
I have not.
From the 2 New York guys, no?
I've been playing a different Boogie song. It's been like really popping off.
Old or new?
Older. Look back at it. It's like 90 something BPM.
Yeah.
That shit's been going off again for me.
I feel like the that's from like what would you say? 20
Look back at it. Oh, is that him and someone else though?
It was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That's look back at it.
It was like 2016.
No,
Oh no, it's just him. Wow.
Yeah.
What year?
2018.
Oh,
2018.
All right. Well, A Boogie, Part of Me is trending in New York. Folded, Kehlani is also a big one. I Run by Haven.
I played that 3 times the other day.
Yeah.
What?
I Run. I've actually made 3 different edits that are coming out. On
Is that
HMC.
what is that record? I don't know what that is.
It's like that's what I thought was like the top of the TikTok records because every new
so
video.
What I think it got taken off because it's an AI record, from what I heard.
Is it really?
Oh,
Yeah. And then
shit.
it went crazy trending, and then it got taken down because the vocals kind of sound like Georgia Smith, right? I think from what I heard was it got taken down because some copyright shit. But it's an AI record.
I had no idea.
But I need a good version because mine's ripped. I couldn't find
I'll text you.
Yeah, send it to me too because I don't know what that is.
If you like Notion, it's like that vibe, like that UKG, like, you know.
Yeah.
Garage.
The garage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's
Taylor Swift, Fate of Ophelia, and Man I Need, Olivia Dean. LA's got Golden. I just put that. The other records we wouldn't play in a club. Chicago's got Blitz by G Herbo. Do you guys anybody else play G Herbo? No. Okay, that's a Chicago thing. And What Legit, and then Fate of Ophelia. Okay, cool. Those are your city charts.
I like new album though.
What do you say?
I like the new album part.
Nothing.
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 I just letting you guys know I actually looked. I couldn't find anything. All right. Throwback or throw out? Five's favorite segment. That's at Five. Why don't you explain the rules since you never get them right when we do it?
So if we're still playing these records from what, 17 years ago, you either say yes or no.
No.
Right?
You don't say yes or no. Still, no, it's not yes or no.
Oh no,
man.
playing, not playing.
Is it only the original version or any
out?
version?
Throwback or throw out.
It's our version of yay or nay.
Yeah.
We can't get any
thumbs
of it right.
down.
Yeah. We're going to try this again.
All right, let's go.
Guys. All right. Billboard charts from 17 years ago. Would you play these songs today? Throwback or throw out? Let's start with number 10. Jason Mraz, I'm Yours.
Nope.
Throwback. In my car only,
Throwback.
though, not in the club. I listen to this shit when I'm running.
Throwback. All right. Right now, Akon.
Oh, throwback.
Yeah, throwback.
Big record.
Throw out.
Throw out. Wow. Neil's grumpy today. You can just hear it in his voice.
You can play that
guys
with
go fuck yourselves.
you can play that with
Well.
iRun. It's gonna work so good.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. I'll try it.
Just
Number
kidding. Try it.
number
Okay.
8, Neo, Miss Independent.
Throwback.
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 Opening or closing.
Kevin Rudolph and Lil Wayne, Let It Rock, number 7.
Definitely throwback.
I just hate. I'm traumatized by this song, so throw out.
I'm with 5 on that.
Well, to be fair, I have one edit of this song I would play. Every other version,
Ooh, maybe,
I delete it from my laptop. I have one version of the song that I like.
Nice.
It's fair enough. Britney Spears, Womanizer, number 6.
Never played it, so throw out.
Throwback.
Yeah.
I
I
think
would
it could
throw it out.
work. I don't play it,
I'm
but
sure.
I think
I'll add it.
Yeah.
But
Britney
For now,
Spears,
it's
I
a
mean,
throw.
like, I Want to Go, Womanizer,
Yeah, all
all
those.
that stuff works.
I Want to Go goes off now.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. Beyonce, If I Were a Boy. Still a strange title for a song.
I would throw it out.
Throwback.
Throwback?
Yeah.
You play that?
Yeah.
I like the Sierra version. I mean,
No, it feels like I just played it by accident, and I was actually
no,
shocked.
it's
on
a
the way
big
it
song.
went.
It worked.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's a Sierra version?
No, like she had a song with something boy in it, and I guess like
Yeah, I remember that. What was that
but
song
there was like,
called?
you know how the little beef they have like between Sierra and Beyonce, and she came out with this song, kind of like
Oh.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
When,
It was like I was in a rabbit hole of fucking R&B beef. Found out that they had beef. Yeah, back in the days.
Katy Perry, Hot and Cold, number 4.
Throwback.
oh, definitely
Throwback.
throwback.
That's
Yeah.
big. All the Katy Perry records are like massive again. Pink. Oh, by the way, somebody on the last pod, did you guys play like Wake Me Up in Vegas or Wake Up in Vegas, the Katy Perry record, the Vegas one?
No.
I think
No.
someone's mentioned.
5 or Neil. Somebody mentioned it, but I was like, I was gonna play it over the weekend because I had all these college kids, and I'm like, I can't figure that song starts so slow, and I was like, how do you guys play this thing?
I
But
played I Kissed a Girl at Penn State a couple weeks ago, and like I could shut the music off, and everyone's like,
it's
Yeah, that
crazy.
song's-
Yeah.
That song's going crazy too.
and the one with the Jeffrey Dahmer thing. You cut it off, and it goes, Jeffrey Dahmer, and I was a part in it. That Katy Perry song goes off.
Wait, what? I have no. What song is that?
It's like a hip hop song.
Dark Horse?
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the one
see?
that caused
caused a riot in Detroit. Yeah.
There you
Really?
go.
Oh yeah. Go back a few episodes. You can listen to it. It was pretty scarring. All right, Pink. So what? Number 3. Guys, come on.
I would throw it out.
Really?
I'd rather play Raise Your Glass if I was going to pick up.
I
don't know
it.
how old that
That's
is,
a good
but
one.
I would go with that
I
one.
mean, yeah, I like So What. I think So What's good. All right. I say that's a throwback.
Not for me. Not for me.
Jeez, guys. All right, T.I., whatever you like. But you picked Jason Mraz?
That's for not to play though, just to listen in the car.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever you like, T.I.
Definitely.
Throwback.
Yes.
Throwback. All right. And rounding up 17 years ago, this is the list right here, guys. Billboard top charts. Live Your Life, T.I. and Rihanna, number 1.
Yeah, throwback.
Yeah, 100%.
I played it a week ago.
Yeah.
I played every set. Like, it just works.
That's aggressive.
I don't play the verse. I only play the hook. So, and then she has that. Well, then she has that like long like bridge section where she kind of, I don't know.
I actually did a short edit where it goes in the hook and then it goes into that breakdown and then it goes into the hook and you're out.
I did something like that for Beyonce Halo, and it goes off in my sets.
Yeah,
It's like a quick intro, quick verse, whatever. And
Give me
it's
that. Give me it.
I'll put a drop on.
Do people sing Halo?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. What else we got here, guys? All right, that was your throwback and throw out. Thank you for participating, everyone. Let's go to segment number 5, your deep digs. All right, these are hopefully everyone knows what this is by now. It's SoundCloud music or accounts to watch. This was Neil's invention. So Neil, why don't you
for?
Yeah, man. You made me sit here. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning.
I'm gonna say it already. I don't have anything.
You got nothing.
I've got nothing.
The guy who came up with the segment has nothing.
Actually, you know what? Bruce Biscone actually put me on to one, and I actually hit this girl up about...
Wait, what's his name?
Is it Bruce Biscone?
I thought it was Briscoe.
I thought it was Briscoe the whole time. We've been calling him.
Honestly,
I mean, it could be. It could be.
You know, he used to be a
Shout out
wrestler.
to Bruce. I
What?
did not know that. Bruce, you didn't tell
Shout out
me
to
that.
Bruce, dog.
Like WWE wrestler?
Yeah.
What? That's wild. Okay.
Really?
Kind of like got
Really?
that Bam Bam Bigelow like vibe to him, you know?
All right.
That's my dog.
Okay, Neil, go ahead with your.
He actually,
What did the former wrestler put you up on?
he put me on to this Taylor Swift mashup that's like blowing up right now.
What? Which one?
Which one?
It is. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Wait 1 second. It is. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Why is it not taking me there?
Probably need to edit this part.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna edit this part. It was this mashup by this girl Lydia Quechua, Getachew, and she did a mashup of Elizabeth Taylor with Everybody, that throwback pop track. What the?
I'm gonna say it's a throw out for me. I'm probably not gonna play that.
This thing blew up on SoundCloud, and it's like it's getting bigger, if anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take your word for that.
It is.
Are you trying to play it for us? What are you doing? I'm like, I think he's trying to do kind of for a second.
It's got like 712,000 likes or plays, and it's got 28,000 likes and then 558 reposts.
Do you have? Can you send
on
a link to
SoundCloud?
that?
And it's only a month old.
Oh wow!
We'll check that out.
It's actually pretty dope.
Slapper.
Say again.
I got a sneaky slapper throwback.
Ooh. I'm not sure if we have that section.
Or is that this?
You know what? Rick, you're our guest. Why don't you give us a sneaky slapper throwback? It's not a deep dig. Oh, technically, it's a deep dig. Go ahead.
And it's a hip hop original. How about that?
All right, go ahead. What is it?
So at every college, I've been getting requests for Little Boozy Wipe Me Down. And every word, every single thing has been like, it's going off.
Playing the verse too?
Playing the whole song. Random song, I know. I'm getting like phone signs up for like Wipe Me Down. And then I'll play it and the whole place like erupts. It happened at Penn State. It happened in a couple of like college towns, like college places.
That's wild. I wonder where that came from. Like what?
Randomly. I know, the most random song we would delete from our crates.
I just play the hook. I don't play the whole verse though. But
I played hook, verse, hook, and it went off.
Damn.
I know. Test it out.
There you go. Everyone try that. 5, what do you have for deep digs?
Oh, there's a TikTok dance challenge to it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I have I Run by Haven, Club 909 edit or remix. Cordis Go, Sign or Scene edit. Cordis is the K-pop group, and it's a big record out here on the West Coast. K-Town, probably. Big record.
Okay.
Brilliant has a good edit too. Brilliant is more like 130 BPMs. And did we talk about the Bees in a Trap 4 Non-Blondes edit the last episode?
You brought that up, I think, and you said that song's blowing up because of like TikTok or social, whatever.
Okay, so never mind.
And now I'm seeing it so much now. I
have I edit.
Do you have that edit?
I do. And
do you want to share it with?
Yeah, I'll throw it in.
Us? Oh, nice. Thanks. Okay, cool. I have a SoundCloud account that this girl she's from Australia. Her name is Baby J.
Oh yeah.
And she plays a lot of Bali funk and Jersey club and like
she's popping.
But her SoundCloud, because you know how SoundCloud, like you can like when you download a song, it shows you songs that you can like or whatever. So all the songs that she's pretty active on it, but there's a lot of like good like Bali funk records that she's kind of liked or whatever, and you could kind of see it off of her playlists and stuff like that. So if you guys want to do some digging, check out Baby J 4 LYFE. There you go.
Yeah, she's dope.
There's your deep digs and your sneaky slapper from Rick. There you go.
I don't even it was crazy. I don't even have the original version. I have like remixes of that song.
I have like an intro outro like lead drum from.
Okay, so you
I'll send it to you.
You don't need to drop it from the top, right? Like.
No, I just mix it in with like the intro and.
Like I have the New York version, and then I have like a remix, but I think that's the original with Fox and Webby. I don't know.
Yeah, Fox and Webby.
Okay, yeah, so I have it.
That's the one I've been playing.
Wipe it down.
Randomly, I know.
Let's do your quick picks, guys.
Wait, sing that again. Did you just sing Wipe Me Down? But it did not sound like Wipe Me Down at all.
Oh.
I think Jerzy just said, he's like, Wipe Me Down. I was like, that's not how the song goes, but whatever.
That's so Jersey.
Not going to do it again.
That's
Thanks,
so
guys.
Jersey should be a segment.
Yeah.
No, that should not be.
Oh my God, that should.
Man. Or it should be like clips. That's so Jersey.
That'd be a horrible segment.
Clip that.
All right. Yep.
Taking
All right.
notes.
Top new records you are playing out. I'll go first on this one. Fallon Diet Coke. Rick's edit actually is really good. So yeah, throw that in there. I got the Big Sean that the Mercy McFerrin Victory Lap edit. I like that one a lot. Played that out. So those are my two.
Nice.
Who's next?
I got Eli Brown, Diamonds on My Mind. That is kind of techno-y record, but there's also an edit from Cam Wick that he did.
That's number 15.
Oh.
On HMC's charts.
There you go.
Just so you know.
That's a good.
Heard on earbuds.
That's a good record. I think I might have mentioned it last episode. Mimosa 2000 is that. I played the original version. Is that classic ballet funk? I don't know if it wasn't like even a hit, right? Like
I don't know, but it's coming back.
What record is it?
Which? Yeah.
It's just one touch. I can feel your body.
It's getting really popular on TikTok right now.
And
yeah,
then
somebody else played that, and I had to like take a look at his Serato. I was like, "What song is this?"
What is it called?
Mimosa 2000 by Farruko 2000. And I do that. I drop that and it breaks down into when the guy sings like whatever. I feel your body, and then I drop Sugar on My Tongue, like on that part, and then and then I have Marzi, You Haunt Me. That's our homie Marzi's new record is blowing up. Nice. Vice and Deluxe got a new one, Up and Down, big room record, tech house record, but it works.
That's right.
Played that at 11 and went off. So, and then that's what I've been playing out.
Who else is next? Rick, did you go yet?
I've been playing I Run. Like I think that's
I Run,
one to watch. The Mimosa 2000, same thing. I played that everywhere this weekend too. And like at first people are like, what the hell is this? And then like once they hear the beat, yeah. It sounds like an old like Jersey Shore freestyle song that somebody like chopped up and like resampled.
And it has like the baile bass sound, like the old like.
Oh, you know what it was? Bella Fiasco played it when she was out here, and I was like, "What is this song?" And people were in it.
Yeah, Bella's on her TikTok shit, so she would play it.
Bella's on our TikTok shit. All right,
shout to Bella.
Rick, is that all you got?
Yeah,
I mean they were great. I'm just saying.
Those are my two.
If you had more, okay, cool. Neil, go ahead.
I have none.
Cool. Thanks for participating in this episode, Neil. You've been doing great, man.
So, just to clarify, I've only been playing like a lot of hip hop stuff like in the past 2 weeks since the last time we recorded. Seattle was mostly hip hop. Jersey was mostly hip hop too, and it was all old SoundCloud rap for the most part.
Someone said that I don't know, maybe it was that news thing I just pulled up, but it was like SoundCloud rap from like 2010 to 2016 is coming back, like the stuff that
it's 2017, it's 2016, 17, and 18.
Yeah, like those
records. Speaking of playing hip hop, I saw Mel Starr at Soho, Miami, and he did I don't know whose party it was, but I didn't even know he was playing, and I walked up and he was on the set, and he murdered like R&B hip hop. This R&B hip hop set, I'm like, holy shit, this is like
cool.
Insane.
Yeah,
old like, stuff or new stuff?
Old and new, and he just cuts it up like acapella, build up, and just just like that quintessential New York style of DJing.
Oh, like slam.
But like with like flavor and just like with skills, like not like it's just like damn. I was just slamming. I stood there for like 2 hours. I'm like, holy shit. Well, I had 4 hours to kill before my set at 11. So, but yeah.
What time did you start at 11? Like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. or something?
Just gonna ask that.
3:30. 3:30 to 5:30, and my flight out was at 7 a.m.
Bro,
and I flew in at midnight.
That's professional DJ traveling right there.
I'm like, do I even need a room? Like, nah, I just go hang out Soho and fucking,
That's the move.
Easy work.
Ones to watch, new artists or songs that are bubbling. I got Sonny Fodera, DOD, Poppy Basket Comb. I don't know. It's called Think About Us. It's like this like piano housey record. I'm not sure if you guys have heard it.
Love DOD.
Okay. It's really good. And then Olivia Dean, Man I Need, the Zillionaire remix, which is found on HMC. I stumbled across that, and it's cool. It's more like loungy, it's a fun record. And Man I Need is like, I just think people need to be playing that record.
Man, yeah, you know what? I got a bone to pick with you about that song, because I played that edit, the Nelly Furtado Promiscuous edit one. It did nothing for me, man.
Really? I played it too, and I was like,
it was crickets. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, fucking Jersey, man, screwed me.
Really?
Did not work.
You know what? You were just too early. Like they're ready now. If you tried it now.
I was in like.
Wait, did you play it at 11? Don't play that at 11.
No,
That's like the worst thing you can do.
This was in Boston, and I was in like my TikTok set bag. Like I was playing all the fucking, everything that would work, and that song was just like.
She just did SNL over the weekend, so maybe.
I mean, kids aren't watching SNL either. So.
Yeah. They're out. They're out. Saturday Night Live.
Somebody has to back me on this record. I'm telling you, the Olivia Dean Man I Need is going to be. It's climbing. It's climbing.
Well, like, look, we put out a clip on that, and a lot of people DM and was like, "Oh my god, I love that song," but like it moved. It does not move.
It's probably like the Jason Mraz record for me, you know, because like they listen to it in the car, but they're not trying to hear it in the club.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it worked for me. I played it for college kids, so it worked for me.
Fuck,
I played it
too.
early too.
Yeah, I was traumatized after that, so I deleted it off my USB.
Oh man, what else? Let's go, Neil.
Nothing.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Perfect. All right, thank you, Neil. Rick, go ahead.
Wait, I thought I said that. I thought I run and Mimosa. Like, what's?
Did you? No, these are the ones. These are songs that are bubbling. Did we do that?
Well, top records
those were my
playing
bubbles,
out and ones to watch. I mean, it's kind of almost the same thing because I actually read my whole list, but it was sectioned off, and I read the whole thing for the you're playing out.
So we just combined everything. Okay, so
let's just like belt out a bunch of songs.
Yeah. So either those are records that are bubbling or the ones that are playing out. It's the same now, apparently, guys. So
well, you know what? I'm excited about this. What's the scenario, man? There's a lot going on in there.
All right, here we go. This is
like that segue.
I like that segue though.
All right, guys. What's the scenario?
The referee, I'm like, we'll accept that segue.
It's the hardest part of a podcast is the segues. Okay. Especially with you three. All right. So what's the scenario? DJ situations. These are quick fires. Answer fast. No thinking. You guys got it? You got the rules?
Hit me.
All right. Let's go around the room. Maybe we should just keep the same order so you guys know we don't have any pauses here. So let's go. I'm going to do 5 first. Neil second. Rick, you're going to.
We're doing.
Yeah. All right. Here we go, guys. All right, number 1, the room is packed, but the opener took it too high. What's your first move?
High as in it's like he smoked weed?
I knew this was gonna just.
Wait, what do you mean? He took it too high? Oh, like the BPM?
Too much energy. It's like the energy's like too high.
I mean,
Neil just left. I don't know.
Nothing you can really do, man. Like you kind of.
So you just gave up. You're just gonna give up on that.
I mean, this happened many times, like when I was, had my residencies. I think I don't do intros anymore, but that's how I would like reset the room, is like do a quick intro and then just kind of go back into
You don't do intros anymore, period?
No.
Like in Vegas or anywhere? Big rooms?
I go,
wow.
Boston, how the fuck we feeling, baby?
Why did you sound like Elvis just little?
Oh, God.
It was my John Summit.
All right, can you clip that? Because
Got it.
Impersonation.
All right.
No, like it depends. Like honestly, a lot of times like they'll turn around and say, "Oh, is this good?" Like BPM, whatever. And I'm pretty good. Like I can hop in from anywhere. Energy's high. I'll just follow the energy with more energy. So I'm not really, picky. I'm not a stickler for that.
Rapid fire. That means really quick.
How would I jump in? I just go with whatever the opener is going with.
Okay, you follow.
I always get the question of like, where do you want me to land you? And I'm like, just do whatever you want, and like, I'll just go in from there.
Okay.
Because I think I've like encountered every situation possible. So
but you can also just come in like drastically change the BPM. Like, if they're like playing fucking say Titanium, right? That's like pretty high up there. And then you can just do a fucking shock drop and just play Rich Baby
Jason
Daddy.
Mraz.
Just Jason Mraz is that would be kind of crazy. Someone should try that and see how it goes.
Just like reset it, shock
I'm
them.
yours. Yeah. Rick, go ahead.
I usually like I still play my intros or whatever. Like I made a bunch just have like an impact to like silence and then not silence a song like silence and then we'll build up or something. I'll usually do that and honestly just shout out the opener. Just be like, yo, shout out to whoever for ripping it.
For fucking the whole night up.
Yeah, because they do that. Well, if his energy is so high, you have to like suck the energy out of the room.
It's not suck what?
You just reset the room.
like to reset the rooms. Like, pull the energy back down.
So like with the younger DJs, like it's not called opening anymore. It's the support or like
early show.
They're just the early slot. So they're just going for
the slot is called "Look What I Can Do."
Yeah, I mean I'm not mad at it though. That's how it is.
I had this really this was a long time when I first started playing nightclubs, and it was DMX's DJ was on, and I was going on after him, but he made it known to the crowd that he was done DJing and I was going on, and I felt really like it was like, all right, I'm done. We have him coming up next. I am done playing records. So whatever happens pretty much after this it's not me.
That's kind of fire.
It was kind of fucked up, but that was it's like scarred me for life. I just remember this.
Dude, you should play off of that. Like, all right, guys, let's see where this goes now.
I'm gonna wing this.
Yeah, you're like, you got him. I am him.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a quick fire. This is a quick fire, and we're still on to question number 1.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, did you answer yours?
Yeah.
Okay, Shit. All right, sorry, guys. I'm blanking here. All right, this is the longest quick fire. All right. You drop a new original, and the reaction is mid. Do you stay the course or you shift?
Okay.
Start it over.
Well, you're going out of order here. We had an order. There was a kind of a clock.
Wait. Like, we mean like a new original. Like, what are we talking about?
Just answer the damn question.
But like, it's simple. Like an original record, like what? Like an edit?
They drop
like
a new original.
My own record?
Yeah, or an edit. You dropped an edit. You dropped something, but it's not really working. Do you stay and let it like marinate, or do you?
I mean, at least till the hook, and then play Maui Wowie. Play something that you know is gonna fucking work.
Yeah, just transition over to Gimme Gimme and you're good.
There you go.
Neil, go.
He just said it. Gimme.
I just want to get through this segment. Just Neil, go. Gimme. All right, Rick, go.
Yeah.
Slam in, all I do is win.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
yeah.
All right. Okay. Number 3, the promoter asked for more energy even though the floor is already moving. What do you do? Happened to me many times. I smiled, said, yes, got you. And I go back to doing whatever the fuck I was just still doing. As long as you got you. Don't worry, I got you. Got you. Every week that happened to me. Go ahead, Neil.
No hands.
No hands. Rick?
I move the BPM up like 1 notch. And just and that's it. It's all. Thanks, man. All right, cool. See you later.
It works. All right, you walk into a venue and you realize the crowd is older than you expected. How do you adjust? Marvin Gaye. Okay. Gotta give it up.
Anything Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, yep.
How old are we talking?
DMX, Usher, yeah. All that.
See, you're breaking the rules, Rick.
Rick, you can't. Yeah, I don't have the answers, Rick. I'm just reading what's on the sheet. Crazy love. Okay, I love it. Love it. Yeah. All right.
That's a good one.
Last one. This is taking us a lot longer than I expected. You have 1 song left to win the room.
Ooh.
What type of track do you grab?
Type?
Well, do you grab, or what track do you grab? I mean, do you want to grab a house track?
You set these questions up where we have no other choice but to ask questions. Like,
just interpret it whatever way you want. Just do it.
I'll play 1 song left. I usually play Mariah Carey. Any Mariah Carey.
Always Be My Baby is my go-to.
Yeah, Touch My Body. All that.
Shake It Off.
Shake It Off's a good one. Yeah.
We Belong Together is another good one too. Brings a tear to my eye. Neil, go.
My last songs are usually not the songs you want to hear. Some people do though. I'll play like Banda, like the last song.
What's like last song of the night?
Yeah.
What's Banda?
Los Tigres del Norte.
What?
Well, I don't have that.
Banda.
I've never heard of Banda.
I never heard of that.
So if you guys are listening to this podcast, the DM Jerzy what Banda is.
DM Rick too. He just said he doesn't know what it is.
I don't know what it is
DM
either.
both of us. Put us in
I
a group
honestly
chat.
I wouldn't expect Rick to know what Banda is. Banda
Why would you
is
expect me to know what Banda is?
Because you're in Chicago.
What that is Banda from Chicago?
I'm in New York.
Banda, no. Banda is how do I explain this? It's like Mexican band music.
No,
from, like,
okay.
back in
I
the
thought
day.
I'm supposed to know that?
It's Chicago has got
Traditional
a huge Mexican.
Yeah.
Like a massive one.
Yeah, but I'm not
You've actually got paid a lot of money.
Community. I don't know.
You got paid a lot of tips late night at Liquor Box to play Banda.
I had no idea what
That's
Banda
the
is. John.
genre they wanted.
Yeah.
That's Banda.
Banda is like
No, I thought you were talking about like the name of a song. Yeah. But
yeah, what's
Oh, it's
what
a
is,
genre?
what did Dioro do La Chona?
La Chona's.
Oh.
La Chona's
right.
Banda.
La Chona?
Yeah.
Oh, I have that song.
So do I.
There you go. There you go.
That's how you end your night? You end your night with that?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Well, not that one.
All right, that was a little aggressive. Rick, go ahead. What's your yeah?
If I'm playing a house set, usually my last song is always Louis the Child, Better Not. I don't know why.
Wow.
It makes everybody happy and leave happy. If it's cheesy open format, I play Miley Cyrus The Climb and everyone cries and sings. It's fun. And if it's hip hop, I go with Bobby Valentino every time to end it.
Wow.
Which Bobby Valentino? The
I saw you walking.
Yeah. Like Telling Me
Melrose.
or
what's the one with
All Over the
Timberland?
World.
No, the other one.
Ludacris.
No, he has one with Timberland though. Bobby Valentino and Timberland. Anonymous. Whoo, I love that song. You remember that one? No one knows.
Nah.
See, yeah, I put you guys up on hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, let's do your edit submissions. Big shout out to everyone who submitted all their edits for the month. Bossa Nova, DJ Dimmy, J Mac, Joey Sick, Nappy, Pipes, and Rick Wonder with a late addition, man, at the end, but you got them in.
Nice.
Thank you guys for submitting those. And five, do you want to read that
Yeah, man.
list?
Jersey's picks are Forever No Broke Boys by J-Mac. J-Mac edit. Hold My Hand, All My Friends, J-Mac edit. Doshi and Dahul, Anxiety, Rick Wonder Love Parade edit. That's a good one. Neil Jackson. Neil's got Bossa Nova, Rude Boy, Bossa Nova ICU, Energy edit. J-Mac Forever No Broke Boys also. Joey Sick, Avril Lavigne, Complicated, Joey Sick Lonely edit. Rick Wonder, Bob Sinclair, Kerncraft, 400. This is one track? Damn, that's a lot of.
Yeah.
I think mine actually cut off. It ended at Shook One, but there was something else after that, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
That edit, Hunter, HNTR.
Yeah, the Hunter Rock This Party, Rick Wonder, Zombie Nation, Shook Ones.
But there was
I just
something else
put
after
shit
that.
together.
Yeah, okay. So it's one edit then.
No, it's breakdown. The breakdown Zombie Nation with Bob Sinclair on top. Then it drops in the Shook Ones. All right.
Well, shit. I got GameCube, Nintendo, Dimmy, extended edit.
That was dope.
Chain Hang Low, Wim Whammy, J-Mac, blend or edit. And the other two you guys pick. Oh, Tell Me, Bossa Nova, ICU edit. The Groove Theory. It's like, vibey, future, loungy type of ish. Dope edit. And yeah, those are the edit submission, guys.
Thank you guys. Also, make sure you sign up for Headliner Music Club. If you don't have a subscription already, you get $50, not $50, 50% off your first month. Use the code EARSpaceBuds to get that. Thank you, Scratchy. And those edits that we picked are going to be up on the site. So as you can tell, I mean, we have a pretty good track record right now. I think we have two out of the 15 on the list.
Yeah.
So we're moving. took some time, but
we're a little influential.
Yeah, people are starting to trust us a little bit. All right. What is, you know what? Hey, Rick, you've put up with this long enough, man. This is it. 10 questions with Rick Wonder. Are you ready?
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah?
Let's go.
You stretched out? You good? You feeling good? All right. So Rick is from New York City. I think Brooklyn, right? Originally, or is that where you live now?
No, originally Long Island, but I'm in Brooklyn now, yeah.
Long Island to Brooklyn now. And all right. So I've known Rick for a good, quite a few years, I think, at this point. And I've always known you as like, you know, this open format genius. I've played with him at Bounce in Chicago, and I remember there was times that Rick would just go on, and I'm like,
insane.
All right, well, this guy, like, you know, he's got this house vibe. He does all these house edits, and he's crushing that. But then all of a sudden, when the hip hop hit, it was just like this man was trimming the fat. He was in and out of these records. He's on the mic. He's playing off on USB sticks. I'm like, yo, where did this come from? I thought this guy was more house, like a house DJ. Like, I've never seen someone who has such a house DNA, I would say, you know, just from your overall social presence and marketing, be able to tear up a hip hop set like that. So one, I just want to give you your your flowers on that. That was a very long introduction. That was probably the longest introduction I've ever given anybody. Anyway, but I love you, Rick. But anyway, so I wanted to ask, when did you feel like you wanted to make that move from open format to more of a defined dance sound house music? Because I think this day and age right now, a lot of people, a lot of DJs are, you know, they're seeing that wave and they're like, yo, I want to play house music, or, you know, they came from open format to, you know, this genre now that's becoming so popular.
I actually came from the opposite. So when I first started DJing, I was strictly house and like underground, like after hours clubs and stuff. And then I got into open format, like because my friends were going to open format clubs. So I shifted from the house clubs to open format, where I feel like most DJs go from hip hop and shift the other way. I did like the reverse. So I had the house roots from the beginning, and then got into open format with Serato. And then really like the pandemic, when I was just home streaming stuff, I'm like, I don't want to play like this. And I just kind of shifted more to EDM. And then it was also, I had a touch bar laptop, and every time I played an event, my laptop would crash because it was all open air stuff. So I had to switch to USBs, and it was a lot easier to use house on USBs, and it kind of just took me in that direction, to be honest. Like,
that's nice. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, like you were saying, most people go from like open format to house, but you started with house, went to open.
Yeah.
And that's like a really hard, like, I know guys that started playing house music and they were like, they needed to start playing hip hop. That's a big transition. I feel like it's really hard to go from house to hip hop. Maybe not so hard the other way. If you're a hip hop guy, you can probably figure out how to play house music.
Yeah, it's just, I was just drawn to that stuff early, like the early rave shit, and I don't know, glow sticks and break, like all that stuff. I just liked it. And then as I got older, all my friends were going to hip hop clubs to get girls and whatever. And I was like, oh, I can play there too, and like learn about hip hop.
No,
yeah.
You did such a great job with it. So when you made this change, did you have to rethink your image marketing once you stopped, you know, kind of, you have this, you know, open format background? What are some things that now, as an open format DJ, you came from that you don't really do, that didn't really carry over to the house world? Is there something besides like the no laptops or something like that? Or is there a transition that you had to make drastic?
There was like a few things I noticed. Like, I'm like, who's the DJs that like I really look up to? Like on like the top of the industry stuff, right? It's like I like Diplo. You know, I've always liked Dom Dollar. I know like he's like the biggest thing now, but even like his earlier stuff, like I just like this sound. There's a couple of guys I noticed they don't really use laptops, which is also like, it's just so much, like once I got used to it, I just liked it better. I stopped using all the sound effects, which is the weirdest thing. Because when I used to play like a late night, like a Sunday night One Oak set, every song would have a air siren on top of it and 95 horns and all that stuff. And I noticed all the DJs I'm looking up to now, like, got rid of their sound effects.
No air horns at all.
Yeah, like even a DJ drop, instead of doing a DJ drop, it's like I'm Diplo or I'm so-and-so on the mic. So I kind of just, that was the biggest thing, was like I don't have all the extra bells and whistles, and maybe just focus on making edits and customizing stuff before I got there.
What about the marketing side of things and the way you like your image? Like, did you have to change anything drastically? Because I know that like you're so good, and I think you have a graphic design background, right? Like you're really good at that stuff. Did you have to rethink the way that you carried yourself on socials and things like that to kind of attract a different crowd?
Yeah, it was just more about just like always keeping my brand, like trying to keep the brand like relevant and on like the level where it's at, and I don't know, just trying to keep it like an image that I would like if I found myself on Instagram. Would I like it? I'd be like, this kid's corny or whatever. I just try to keep that in mind, you know.
Nice. When you walk into a room now and you're reading a crowd, do you read it the same way as you did as an open format DJ, or is it kind of a little bit different and you just maybe not so much reading the room and just kind of taking the artist approach where you can just say, hey, I'm going to play my things and do myself here, and hopefully the crowd reacts to it?
That's what I've that's actually going back to like the first thing. That's one of the things, like instead of walking into a room and reacting to the room, I want the room to react to me. So it's kind of the opposite. Nice. You know, so it's like, okay, like I'm not going to walk into a hip hop room and start playing like underground, like Berghain techno, but I'm going to try to push it as far as I can. That's me. And then if it's not working, I'll adapt after. Like there's so many times where like I play a lot of new now, and like an owner or somebody will come up to me or like the promoter and be like, all right, so here's what we want to do. And I go, stop. You book me. Let me do me. If I fuck up, come back to me in a half hour. He's like, yeah, but we have it. I'm like, I don't care. I just flew here from wherever. I'm going to play me. And if you don't like it, let me know. And most of the times I go, oh shit. And then that's kind of how it is.
So do your residencies in multiple cities, like, I mean, I know you travel around and you do a lot of different rooms. Does your approach change, or do you kind of just, you know, more or less just kind of go with, you know, like you were just saying, like you kind of tell the promoter or booker, you're just like, hey,
not like a cocky way though, not like a fuck you way. Like I'm gonna always respect the room and stuff, but instead of like getting instructions right before I even start, because that makes me feel like shit. If I'm like, I go into a room, it's like, okay, we want this. I'm like, let me do my thing. Right. And if my thing's not working with this room, then I'm gonna course correct. Obviously, the goal for all of us is for everyone to win. I feel like a lot of times they forget that, like whoever's booking us or whatever's going on.
We're all on the same team, I think. Yeah, like
exactly. That's what I mean. We're all in it to have a successful night. Like I'm not coming to the room to try to purposely, whatever,
mess everything up in the room just because you're there. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to keep it as close to like an artist set as I can, even if it's an open format set. Like I'll try to work some stuff in. Like I was telling you guys before we started, I was playing Petit, like an all hip hop set last week, which I haven't done in years, and I took a couple of my house records, found the key, and like found hip hop instrumentals so I can like work them in and like still, I don't know, I guess make it me is what I try to do.
Nice. Yeah.
In every situation.
I wanted to ask about this too, like, because, you know, obviously sounds constantly shift, and we were talking about house music, and now it's even getting faster as the tempos change and people are wanting stuff with more energy or whatever, come from minimal house to tech house to bass house. How do you stay, I guess, on the artist side? What do you do with trends? I mean, if you're trying to really brand yourself and your image, and do you follow those trends, or do you try to make them your own, or do you kind of stay away from it and stay your path? Because obviously, like, you know, hypothetically, if we were just talking about, say, 15 years ago, dubstep was big for a long time, right? But that, you know, people are like, yo, I played dubstep, you know, it was a cool thing. Skrillex was just coming out. When that changed, all of a sudden it was like, no, EDM's the next big thing, and this is now the next big thing. How do you stay true to, you know, I guess what you're doing, and not maybe fall into those patterns of just, you know, hey, this is the hot thing right now, I'm going to play all this type of music, and then jump to something else if this becomes big again?
Honestly, making edits for HMC. Like, because I've been staying on top of all the new stuff. You know, it's true, because I make so many edits every week that even if something's starting to bubble in a trend, most of the time I'll already have made an edit, or I'll have an edit made, and that edit will make whatever that is that's trending already sound like it's kind of my sound already. Like most of my sets now are like 75% custom anyway. Like it's all my edits and stuff, and I'll like sprinkle stuff within it. So if like I actually, like if Hunter, the Golden song is trending, I haven't listened to it yet, but if like I'm gonna have to get it, whatever, right? And next week if I play it, it's an edit that I'm gonna play anyway. So it's by making edits and stuff, I'm incorporating stuff that's trending, but I'm also always molding it into my sound. A lot of times, even if I don't edit a song, I'll take the song and recut it just so that it fits in my sets. Because some of these house songs have like a million dips and breaks, and it's 6-7 minutes long. I don't want to play 3 minutes of it. I'll pre-cut it to the parts that I like, so it's still like it still always has my flow or my energy to it or whatever, I guess.
I got another question. I got a lot of questions, but here's another reason.
But you have 10 questions.
Well, no, here's a side question.
10 questions.
I'm trying to understand this too, okay? Because obviously, like, I still consider myself an open format DJ, and reading a room and reading. Well, yeah, but I think you're more on like the houseier side, at least that this, you like to play that you have a certain sound and stuff like that. Would you say that the energy you're looking for, and I've come across this, like when I'm playing a certain record that maybe like that we just talked about, that Diet Coke record, right? And people are like, yo, play this song, but the reaction may not be there, but they're loving it. How do you read rooms? Like, I've come to this problem because like I'm just like, man, these songs, they're massive songs, these Dom Dollar records, these John Summit records, but they're not necessarily giving off like the titanium energy like, we were talking about back from 10 years ago or 15 years ago. How do you know they're working or the crowd's really liking it if you're not really getting that like reaction of their hands up or they're, going bouncing like crazy? I feel like it's more of a minimal reaction on this type of music though. Yeah,
so like houseier rooms, it's weird. It's like you almost have to retrain your brain sometimes. Like
that's what I was getting at. Yeah, like
that's just because like people's hands aren't up in front of you, there's not CO2 going off and stuff, doesn't mean they're not.
Yeah.
It just means it's a different part of the night where they're supposed to just be vibing or whatever. It's I guess there's a time and place for everything. Whether it's like this, you're always gonna have the big titanium reactions and that stuff. There's other stuff that's just meant to have like all the prosper stuff. Yeah. You can drop that in the club. People are going to love it, but they're not going to necessarily be like hands up.
And there's like minimal house and all that stuff too. Like,
Right. Yeah. Like even like the solid groove stuff or like, even a lot of the new bass house stuff, like a lot of stuff that's like charting on like Hype It and stuff like that. Like these tracks don't have that hard, like Martin Garrix festival drop, but they still have like a dope groove. And sometimes you can use a lot of these songs like, you're playing a 2-hour long house set or whatever, like some of these songs you need that downtime to keep the party going for long. Because if they have their hands up for 45 minutes straight, people are gonna be tired with an hour. But if they're like hands up for a little bit, grooving for a little bit, back and forth, like it'll extend for 2 hours.
The peaks and valleys make a big difference.
Yeah. I noticed too, like with open format stuff, I was so used to like how we quick mix everything. I noticed a lot of the house tracks, they might not catch it the first drop. Maybe they're in the bathroom or ordering a drink or talking to somebody. But 45 seconds later, when the second breakdown comes, like that's the fucking song I knew it was. And when the second drop comes, usually the second drop gets a bigger reaction than the first drop. But we all have so much ADD that we cut it off before the second drop.
I almost want to re-edit where it's the second drop on the first drop.
You honestly, like if you're doing like a pure house room, you don't want to do that either. Like, cause you actually like the second drop is always a little better and bigger. And you don't want to jump right into it because they want to like, feel like it's weird. Like the way like the house kids think, like when it comes to like music, like they want to go on a journey with this particular song.
Yeah,
and then when
it's like the first two drops are like teasers for like the main event, the main drop that's coming at the end.
Rick, where are you finding new music now? I mean, and I also like, how do you know which songs are going to work in certain rooms? Like, okay, it's like, hey, I got this house song, but doesn't have like a poppy vocal on it, or like, are you making your own edits and just say, hey, I don't, I like this song, this is going to fit me this way, or where are you finding these records that are going to be, say, one, maybe this room likes house, but they need it more on the pop side. These are more purists and they don't need that commercial vocal over it, or, what are you kind of doing?
It comes from either direction. Like sometimes it'll come from like just checking out Beatport charts and be like, yo, that drop is sick, but there's no way I can play this song as is in the rooms that I play. So then, it's going onto mixing here or whatever, and just looking for like different vocals that I'll want to play. It's got to be something that we want to play first, right? Before you make an edit. So, you see some of these edits where it's like fucking Christmas edit into something. It's like, who the fuck's gonna play that? You can do it, but like, what's the point? So first, it's gotta be something I can play, and then when it's the drops, I usually find them on Beatport. If it's the vocal side, TikTok. If something's trending, let's say on like HMC in one of the charts, it's a hip hop song or like just something that I don't know what it is, but it's trending, and I like it. I'll try to just find, a house track that works. SoundCloud, hyped it. I live on that shit all the time.
Yeah. I think you answered pretty much most of my edit question because it's about what your approach is to.
Five's got one question. Yeah,
it has been answered. Your approach to starting to build an edit, right? Like when it comes to making edits, like what are the things you listen for in a track that tell you it will work, but you actually like. I think
it's the same as you guys. It's like this is like A&Ring. Like I guess it goes back to too. Like I know my sound.
Yeah.
So like if there's certain songs that are trending as instrumentals, but it's not my sound. Like I'm not gonna force it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I know where I'm at right now. I know like.
But you're also you're always on top of it too. Because
does your sound change though? Is your sound going to change, or do you kind of with like what happens like hypothetically? Music got. Say Jersey Club became massive and ballet funk became massive. It's like the biggest genre in the next year. I'm just hypothetically saying this. Would you change your sound or would you kind of stay course? Because, you said you're an open format DJ, but you're also, I consider you like an artist, doing, just doing originals and stuff like that. How do you adapt to ever changing music that,
Well, like think about it. Like we were just talking about it. If by this time next year, ballet funk is popping, right? Between now and then, I would have made so many edits every week that it would have been like it's kind of like just like a slow moving, whatever
transition. It's like a transition
it's not like November of next year. It's like, oh, Rick's making bass house and the fuck you just made a reggaeton song. Like it would have been months of like stuff shifting in that direction because of the edits. To keep my sound fresh in the club anyway, and by that point it would already be a hybrid of whatever I'm playing, tech house and ballet funk or whatever. I'm never gonna switch.
I feel like that happens with us DJing too, though. Like all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, I'm not into dubstep, and then all of a sudden 2 years later I'm like, man, I love this shit. It's just exactly. like these records all of a sudden because like. Then you get artists that are like we're already playing. Well, like hypothetically, like a Fred Again is like all of a sudden it's like he's making dubstep, and you'd be like, man, I play Fred Again, but I don't play dubstep. And then you slowly start transitioning your set, and you're like, wait, I'm playing dubstep now. What the hell?
It's like when Just Wanna Rock first came out, and I wanted to play it in my house sets. I made an edit of that, and slowly when it got more popular, I was like, oh, maybe in my house set, if I just break down and Just Wanna Rock. The original and then build back up into a house track. Like, well, then that one Jersey Club drop turned into, oh, maybe I can play Just Wanna Rock in Delhi and then go back to house. Like, so, but it will start off with an edit of mine. Just that genre ends up being incorporated for a little bit, and then it goes like my bass line ends up being house. Like how like hip hop DJs, their open format bass line is they'll revert back to like a hip hop set. Yeah. I'll always revert back to the opposite.
Makes sense. What's your weekly workflow? I always like question people that do a lot of stuff, and I know you do a lot of graphic design work. You're making edits. You're traveling. You have your residencies. Like Monday through Friday, what does it look like? Your daily routines, I guess, and how do you get all this stuff in 24 hours?
I used to just try to stay awake until I got it all done and then pass out. But now I'm getting old. I'm trying to like space it out more. Mondays is always like my own brand catch up day and start getting the edits. Because Mondays I'm the most inspired from the weekend before. Because I'm like write me down. I'm like, oh shit, now I got to make an edit when I come back from whatever club I'm at on the weekend. Monday is my edit day. Tuesday, I always come to Fight Eye and do most of my graphic client work and stuff like that. Tuesday night, I work on originals and finish up whatever I had left over edit-wise. Wednesday, I take off completely from music and spend the whole day with my family. I don't do music. I don't do clubs. I don't go out. I don't do anything. I usually go out to Long Island, just totally disconnect from everything. And I treat Wednesday like my Sunday because we don't get a Sunday. So Wednesday is always my Sunday. That's when like I'll have my big pasta meal. I'll go hang out with my parents. I'll go take my little brother to a movie, like whatever that is, like that's my day. And then Thursday, the weekend starts over again. You know, we play Thursday, Fridays. Thursdays, I'm always local in New York, which is cool. I get to connect with, you know, whoever, and like always go out after my gig if it's not too late or whatever. This Thursday is like my networking and like kiss baby shaking hands day. And then Friday and Saturday and Sunday, you guys know the deal. You know, I just try to pick up little things that. My biggest challenge this year was while I'm on the road trying to not be homesick all the time. So I've been like picking up little shit, I don't know, meditation shit, and just different shit on the road. No, it makes a difference,
dude.
You know, you're on the road 3 out of 7 days. It's like, you know, I try to book the same hotel brand, so like it feels like my apartment. I try to, you know, bring shit from like my habits from home.
Dude, I request feathered pillows. I mean, I feel you. I don't like the synthetic pillows. It hurts my neck.
Yeah.
No, it's weird, but it's I can't sleep unless it. Anyway, where do you,
that's like my weekly loose structure, and then like obviously things will change or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's like my basic gist of what I try to stick to on a weekly basis, so that it doesn't.
You have somewhat of a routine, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What I want to ask, you know, you're a New York native, and you know, New York has always got great food and places to check out. And you live in Brooklyn, right? You're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know some spots to eat and check out. So like, I know we're all going to be there. I'm going to be there in 2 weeks. Five's going to be there. Scratchy's going to be there. What are some, like, give me like 5 things that we got to do, check out, eat on your list.
On my list? Shit. Yeah. You'll be way better at this stuff than me, I think. But
I want to know like the local spots. I don't want to be like, you know, Neil's gonna tell me a coffee shop or something. That's cool. But like, I'm like, Rick, I know, like, give me a good pasta spot. Give me a good pizza or whatever.
Neil might want to 5 minutes. I'm a diehard Joe's Pizza fan. Like Joe, that's my favorite pizza, Joe's.
I fuck with Joe's.
Yeah, like I know there's places you can wait for like 2 hours and get some.
No, I want to try that spot. Series, whatever.
Yeah,
we're definitely gonna.
Soho, sourdough.
We're definitely doing
sourdough crust.
Yeah, I stick to like the classics, like Joe's, Little Frankie's. You know, if it's not too late, Coppelia late night, like that kind of stuff. That's my shit.
Any good Italian? You say that? What was the place called? You said?
Oh, Little Frankie's. Yeah,
Little Frankie's. Nice.
First Avenue and First Street. It's open till like 2 or 4 in the morning.
I think it's 4.
Oh, and when you guys are in town, we got to check out Aya, Cole and them this restaurant that's crazy. It's Moroccan, I think. They got like the ceiling with like all the lights, like the strobe, and it's like a party, but it's like a solid restaurant.
Can they accommodate a group of 12?
Yeah, we'll just move some tables around.
It works. Well, thank you, Rick, man. This was awesome. We appreciate you being on the podcast. It's been too long. We should have had you a long time ago. I don't know why. Like, yeah, that's Neil. That's all on Neil. I'm on Neil for that.
No, we were talking about it. He was like, yo, you ever? I was like, we got you.
No, when we first started this podcast, what did I say? I was like, hey, my number one guest is Rick Wonder.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I said. I was like, man, just make it happen. Make it happen.
I'll come back on anytime. Thank you, guys.
No, dude, you do awesome. Thank you for all your edits too. They're always like on point, and you're a part of the family. So thank you again for doing the podcast. Rick Wonder, everyone. Yay.
Thank you.
All right. You guys don't forget to leave your comments and your, happy reviews on YouTube and Apple Music. That helps the show out a lot. Send your edits into earbuds@headlinermusicclub.com, and we will talk about them. And hopefully, if they make the cut, we'll post them on the website as well. Scratchy, thank you for that. Yeah. Also, thank you to Scratchy, James, and Good Chill for putting this whole production together. It's you know what? It's Thanksgiving right around the corner, man. So this is what we're thankful for. So I'm thankful for Scratchy, James, and Good Chill.
Healthy.
What's going on with this healthy thing, by the way?
If you hang out with Good Chill, that's his thing, man.
When he's trying to eat healthy, but when he hangs around us, we're eating like fucking burgers and pizza.
Dude, we're at Sidebar eating a burger at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And Oz is healthy.
Also, 5, you got a playlist? You want to plug that?
Yes, go check out my playlist. DJs on headlinermusicclub.com. It's called Five's Playlist. And I update it every week usually, but it's been a couple of weeks, so I'll update it this week. Got you.
There you go. And Neil, service to air radio.
Got service to air radio. Not this. Well, wait. When does this premiere?
This is gonna be
next week.
yeah.
It'll be this Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern, and every other Friday after that.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what is it on? So people are aware.
Diplo's Revolution, channel 53. One time I said 52, and Dre was like,
50?
no.
It's new. You're still learning.
Still learning.
Open House Radio.
Open House
Or-
Radio on also Diplo's Revolution, Tuesday PDT at 8 p.m. And we have open house sessions on YouTube. Usually we'll post around Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, but we have a lot of sets coming up. So, you know.
Rick, do you have anything you want to push, plug?
I'll be seeing Jerzy in Arizona this Saturday.
Yeah.
He's gonna show me what it's like.
What was it? What is it? The bad bitch link up?
BBLU.
Yeah.
Bad bitches link up.
Yeah.
You guys are jealous. It's okay. It's all right.
I am,
We'll
actually.
report back. We're gonna have a great time. We'll tell you all about it. All right. So yeah, we got all that. Everything's good. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of food. I know, what is that, Wednesday? The Wednesday before Thanksgiving's nuts. So be safe out there. And we will talk to you next month for our holiday episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
My favorite.
Should we tease the award show? Do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, if they stuck all the way to the end, might as well, you know,
I mean,
tell them.
They made it to the end.
Our
That's right.
our first annual Buddy Awards, the Buddies, is going to be our next episode. We're still working on everything, but it's going to be really exciting. And make sure you tune into that for the December episode. So that's all. That's all. It's a little teaser. I don't want to say everything, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys tune in. Thank you again for listening, and we'll catch you next month.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.
Lord of mercy.